Play the freaking song. Oh my God. Welcome into Nerdshaw Radio on BFA Sports, BFA live stream. Follow on all the socials at Nerdshaw Radio. This show is powered by BFA Sports. Chime in. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Mickey, I know, was already chiming in early. He said, let's go. I know he watched the 76ers game. He chimed in before we even started the stream. Appreciate you chiming in, Mickey. Here we go. 76ers win it tonight, 136-124 over the Orlando Magic. I'll tell you, that was a lot of fun. This Sixer team, it's got something different this year. Something is different about this team. And by the way, no one played tonight. Paul George out, McCain out, Embiid out, Barlow out. Everybody was out, and they still find a way to win with that three-guard lineup. I know that Grimes went out. He had 6 fouls tonight, but he was still really big for them. Coming into this game, three-guard lineups for the Philadelphia 76ers. When you have Maxey, when you have Grimes, when you have Edgecombe in the mix, 51.7% from three-point range coming into tonight's game. They have been ridiculous. And once again, those guys have been huge. VJ Edgecombe, oh my God, that guy is on another planet. He's everywhere on the court. He was fantastic. I can't tell you enough how exciting it is to have a player like VJ Edgecombe on this roster. They haven't had that guy in years. The guy that's going to be a scrappy player. He's going to go after another rebound. He's going to follow up his shot. I mean, the guy's just flying everywhere. He had that insane block earlier in the game. He was absolutely phenomenal. I have no words. That guy has been freaking ridiculous. And he was once again tonight. I mean, it was funny. We were talking about it on the radio today, VJ Edgecombe, and we played a clip from Austin Rivers' podcast, and like, he's delusionally confident. Like, he just does not care. And that's what the Sixers have needed for so long. He will just take a shot, go to the rim, fly out of nowhere, try and get an extra rebound, fight for the loose ball. They have needed that so badly. And this is why I was in the middle of a bar in the summer watching this guy on my cellular device instead of talking to other people. I couldn't do it. I could not do it because he is so fun to watch. I could watch that guy just in an open gym in 3-on-3s. He's been unbelievable. I'm putting it up right now. Sixers 3-0. Leave a comment on your thoughts on tonight's game and the season so far. I know it's October. It's October 27th. It's not even Halloween yet, but it's exciting, man. I haven't had this much fun watching Sixers basketball probably since James Harden won that one game against Boston in game 1 a few years back. So this is fun. Just enjoy it, because I can't explain like that, like what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen with Embiid, with some of these other guys. You gotta be excited with some of these players that are coming in. Even Eric Gordon got minutes tonight. He hit a couple of threes. Justin Edwards hitting some shots tonight. Man, that was fun. STD Sports Network chiming in. We love it. Something brewing in South Philly with this team. I totally agree, Phil. I love it, man. It's exciting. Jeff, do you think Embiid will ask to be traded? No, not yet. Not yet. I know he's a little, upset. I don't think he's that upset with the minutes, to be honest. They got to get this guy to the postseason. So I'm cool with the minutes restriction. And listen, the fact they're playing, he was asked about it, like, hey, the Sixers are playing better without you a little bit on Saturday night against the Charlotte game. I was at that game with my buddy PG from 97.3 ESPN. We had a great time up in the nosebleed. Cheap seats, Pete and Nikki nosebleeds at the game on Saturday. So that was a lot of fun. I did not change the channel. Monday Night Football? Who gives a crap? Seriously, who cares? I should care because I got Patty Mahomes against me tonight, and I'm like up like by 20, so it's close. But But Jovan's checking in. What's up, Jovan? We got Hunter Salas minutes tonight. I can't even talk right now. I'm so giddy about the 76ers. Edgecombe, 26 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists tonight for the young rookie. He was freaking amazing. The Sixers are 3-0. Remember last year how bad of a start it was? Embiid getting in tussles with reporters, etc. in the locker room before games. They couldn't win a game. We thought, it's just the beginning of the season. They'll be fine. And they never caught back. They never bounced back, right? But listen, Maxey had that 12 points in the fourth quarter. He had 8 straight points, running it back towards the end. Maxey had 111 points in his first 3 games. Kate Scott mentioned at the end of the broadcast during the interview. That's why I was taking a couple minutes to get on tonight. Wilt Chamberlain was the only other player with more points. And Maxey goes, yeah, he had 100 in a game. Whew. This team plays with energy, and they're playing with fight. And that's something you haven't seen from a 76er team in a while. I haven't enjoyed watching Sixers basketball. And listen, will they win a title this year? I don't know. Will they get past the second round this year? I don't know. Will they get past the first round this year? I don't know. But just have fun at this point. With the way things ended with the Phillies, that atrocity, just have fun with the Sixers. Have fun with the Flyers. The Eagles are playing good football right now. We'll get to the Eagles a little bit later. We'll touch on them. But tonight's a Sixer night. Just so much fun watching this team play. And I can't stress enough how good VJ Edgecombe has been. I mean, the guy's been ridiculous. Coming into tonight, most points in franchise history for through 2 games. I as a rookie, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. And Phil chimed in earlier and said he did not change the channel once. You can't. There's Monday Night Football on tonight. It's the sports equinox tonight. You got baseball World Series, you have basketball, you have the NHL, and you have football on tonight. Whew. Whew. That's incredible stuff, man. That the people are tuned in. And I'll tell you what, the energy on Saturday night against the Charlotte Hornets, I was at that game, opening night, got the free t-shirt, the whole 9. You could feel the energy in the building. You could feel it. There was something different about this team, about the excitement people have with this particular team. It feels as though they are much deeper than before. And they had a lot of players out. Like, looking at the starting lineup, you go, oh, okay. All right. Edgecombe, Maxey, Oubre, Bona, and Walker tonight to start. You're like, oof. Right? You're like, oh, that's the starting lineup? I don't know about that. But then Justin Edwards come in. Andre Drummond, another good night, getting not as many rebounds as Saturday, where he kind of won them the game. 6 rebounds tonight, some important rebounds, though. Deflecting loose balls. Andre Drummond, if you can get good minutes out of him this year, kind of play that Embiid role at times, right? Get those big rebounds, you're in a good spot. Justin Edwards hit a big 3 tonight. Eric Gordon comes in, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3-point range. Amazing. Grimes, he was huge. 14 points, 3 of 4 from 3. They can score. They have a much better pace, a faster pace than they have in years past. And, tonight you don't have Embiid. He's not even playing it with a minutes restriction. He's out tonight. First game of a back-to-back. They'll play the Wizards tomorrow night. They're winning confidently without Embiid. That is huge. Last year, you couldn't really say that. In years past, not necessarily you could say that. You're like, why do we even tune in, right? Now you have a young guard in Edgecombe. Maxey looks like he's taking a step with the way he's been playing. I mean, tonight, over 40 points again. 43 to be exact. Also, you have to be excited if you're a fan. Just enjoy it, because who knows how long Embiid will be here, right? I know he got the contract extension. We don't know what his health's going to be throughout the year, right? It's going to be a night-to-night basis. They said this. They prepared us for this in the beginning of the year, before the season even started, right? The fact you can run these 3-guard sets, the fact you have guys like Kelly Oubre contributing, Quentin Grimes contributing, Andre Drummond getting big rebounds off the bench. Just enjoy that. Because when you get Paul George back, when you get Jared McCain back, how is that all going to mesh? That is what I'm a little bit concerned about. How is that all going to mesh together? Because that makes you really deep. And we talk about if this, if that, before the season, like we know if this guy's healthy, if they're at full strength, if this, we've said it over and over and over again. They can be really good. And the East is open. The Knicks are a good team. I'll give them credit. The Cavs, good team. But I think the Sixers should be right there at the top. And I know most books, if you look at it, the Sixers are fourth to win the East, fourth best odds around there. So I think they're getting undervalued because of the whole injury history thing. And that's pretty obvious. But man, if they are at full strength, they're not even at full strength. They look really good. And I know it's October 27th. I know Halloween hasn't even hit. But they look so energized. They're playing with a fire. This looks like a motivated team. It looks like players that don't want to allow last year to happen. That's what this looks like from my perspective, to say the least. Enjoy this team now, because who knows what happens to Quentin Grimes next year, right? Enjoy it. They have a ton of guards that can play and that can shoot and are really quick. Maxey and Edgecombe are really quick. So they're 3-0. They're at the top of the standings. It's a good start. It's a great start. And the fact they're doing it without Joel Embiid is massive. Jovan chiming in. Think about this. Last season, they didn't get their third win until November 22nd. Oh, that's gross. They're 3-0 in the first 3 games this year. What a difference a year makes, right? And so much can change. So much changes throughout the season, right? And, for Embiid, I want to preface it with this. When Joel plays, he's on a minutes restriction. We know that for right now. He's on the minutes restriction. He actually was very physical in the game against Charlotte. Probably more physical than I would like to see him, especially this early on in the season. And he's going to get frustrated. If you remember reading that article that came out on ESPN in the summer, like, he wants to play every night. The Sixers must save him from himself. You know he wants to go out there and play hard, and he gets misrepresented as being lazy, etc. Now, taking care of his body is a different thing. He looks much quicker, much thinner. He looked like that in the final preseason game. He looked like that in the game against Charlotte. Much better. 20 points in 20 minutes. He looked like Joel Embiid. You got to get that guy to the second half of the year. So what are they going to do? He's going to be out on the three-point line more. He's going to be shooting that elbow jumper. He's not going to contest as many shots, right? Like, that's okay early on in the season, especially now, because with the guys you have in Edgecombe and Maxey and Grimes, and then McCain comes back, it takes the pressure off of Embiid to have to do everything and do all of the scoring. It takes so much pressure off him, and that's a good thing that he was asked that question the other night. That should be looked at as a positive, not a negative. I know people want to say, oh, is Embiid not happy? No, that should be looked at as a positive. About damn time they got this guy some help when he's out of the lineup. We know what he can do when he's in the lineup. Get that guy to the second half of the year as healthy as possible. If he gets hurt in the postseason, he gets hurt in the postseason. You actually still kind of feel good with the guys around him. And Paul George doesn't have to be a top option. He doesn't. I texted a buddy of mine. I don't care if he comes off the bench. I don't care. This is more of a fast-paced, run and gun, shoot the ball kind of league. And the Sixers now have a ton of guards, so much depth at the guard position right now that they'll be just fine. Nernshaw Radio, powered by BFA Sports. Listen. You can't. Don't take these wins for granted. These are huge early on in the season. And listen, I think if you are the Philadelphia 76ers right now, you have a ton of guards. You have McCain coming back. You also have a Dem Bona who can get you really good minutes when you want to play a smaller lineup. He was pretty good tonight. I know he's gonna get into foul trouble. He's gonna make some mistakes, but he made some good plays on the defensive end. He's so athletic down low. He can get a block when he needs to. He can get a board. I love the Dem Bona lineups. He'll be an interesting watch, to say the least, throughout the year. But remember, Barlow will come back as well. He was out tonight. I mean, he's been good getting some offensive boards for you. He can bring you energy. He's athletic. Walker has been pretty decent to start the year. Like, they have some guys that are a little surprising. Now, things are going to evolve as the season goes. You're going to figure out your rotations a little bit more. I mean, they have a very deep lineup, and I think that's important to recognize that they're going to have to change lineups a ton, especially if guys are getting hurt in and out of the lineup. Guys sitting every night, or Embiid's out for a second game back to that. Remember, they had like 16 or 17 back-to-backs this year, some of the most in the league. So Embiid's not going to play a night like tonight. He'll probably be back tomorrow against Washington. This is a fun team, man. And I think this is one of the deeper teams we've seen in a while. You know, this is one of the deeper teams that we've seen. So it's exciting. 3-0, Sixers win 136-124. Maxey, 43 points. He was ridiculous. By the way, I had a nice lay tonight. Kelly Oubre over 13.5. Maxey 30+ points. Maxey 4+ made threes, and the Sixers spread +6.5. Oh, I took that tonight. Won a couple of bucks on that parlay. Should have tweeted it out. I was so confident in that parlay tonight. I was like, that is happening. Gonna make some money. Could have made you some money too, I guess. But it's all good. Yeah, we laid that down tonight. So that was fantastic. So all in all, we're having a good night. I got to check the fantasy team too, because I have not paid one lick of attention to Monday Night Football. Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm going up against Mahomes. He stunk tonight through interceptions. I think one of the first two I saw on Twitter was really about it that I saw of the game. I'm up like 2 points right now in the third. He can't get any more. So I'm gonna be cooked in that game. That sucks. Had a good week in fantasy too. Guy has Mahomes. Just gonna screw me. It is what it is. It's all right. We've had a good night though. Sixers won a couple of bucks. Maxey has a big night. Edgecombe looks ridiculous. He could be the savior of the franchise, honestly, at this point. So listen, all in all, we love to see it. Appreciate everyone chiming in. Nerd Show Radio. Follow on all the socials: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, whatever the heck you want to call it. Powered by BFA Sports. Follow, subscribe to BFA Sports also on YouTube. Man, what a night. What a night for the 76ers. The fact that they're 3-0, and Jovan brought it up earlier. They didn't get their third win until November 2nd. November 22nd. Geez, not even November 2nd. November 22nd. It's getting late. I'm tired. I got bags under my eyes right now. Sixers are 3-0. That's it. Sixers are 3-0. All right, let's move along. Let's talk a little Birds before I get out of here. They win yesterday. That was a fun game to watch. Beat down on the Giants. First and foremost, just awful Cam Scatterbo. Guy, even though he's a New York Giant, guy was having a great year. If you have that guy on your team, you like him. You love to root against him when he's like not on your team. But just an awful injury. We're glad he's okay. I saw the story come out about Big Dom bringing him cheesesteaks, etc. He put out a tweet as well. That was really, really nice. Thanking the city of Philadelphia. He said, "Thank you to everyone for the support. Surgery went well. I just want to thank the city of Philly for taking the best care of me. Every moment I spent in the hospital with my family and friends, I felt loved and supported in every way. Thank you to the doctors, surgeons, and staff that did their best work on me. This is just the beginning of my journey. I can't wait to show you guys all about it. God's plan for me. Stick to the course, and it'll all work itself out. BRB. So, yeah, hope he gets better, man. I mean, great job by the fans to give him a standing O yesterday. Because you recognize heart and effort, and that guy plays with it all the time. So, wish him a speedy recovery, to say the least. But we have some business to take care of with the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts, 15-20, 179 yards, 4 touchdowns yesterday. Saquon Barkley starts the game off with the big run. It was like, finally, you knew he was going to break one off. At some point, you're just waiting for it. Boom, start the game yesterday. Gets it rolling. So that was massive to get the ground game going again. And listen, going to that game, 25th ranked rush defense. You gotta go and find a way to get Saquon Barkley involved. I liked how they got him involved in the screen game a little bit as well. He did have a receiving touchdown, 2 total touchdowns yesterday. Little surprising to me. I don't know why it was a little surprising, but it was a little surprising. Tank Bigsby, 104 yards on 9 carries. Now, I know some of that was, later in the game, and the game was kind of out of reach, but Tank had a game. He was running hard. He broke off some big runs. That Tank was fun to watch yesterday. I know, Saquon came pulling up on that groin later on in the game after the big run. They put in Tank, and Tank took advantage for sure. So, listen, Eagles played very well yesterday without A.J. Brown, without Cam Jurgens. Listen, they're a better team with A.J. Can we just say that as well? They're a better team with A.J. Brown on the field. Can we just get that stupidity out of the way? They're a better team with A.J. Brown on the field. But they played well yesterday. They beat the Giants, a division foe. Give credit where credit's due. And the constant reminder that Jalen Hurts is just a pure and utter winner. 70% completion percentage this year, 15 touchdowns, 1 interception or less through 8 games. The only other player to do that, Drew Brees. Only a player. The guy criticized the boring Eagles offense, by the way. Highest passer rating for Jalen Hurts, 114.4 through 8 games for a quarterback in Eagles history. I go into the books today, and I just wanted to see what the odds were. And I was a little disappointed, to say the least, in the odds of where Jalen is for MVP. I mean, are you kidding me? Mahomes, Allen, May, Baker, Stafford, 6. I can't really count. Goff, Taylor, Jones, Jordan Love, Hurts. He's more touchdowns than Baker and Josh Allen. He's 6-2. Top ranks in the NFL. He wins. I don't know. The disrespect. I know he doesn't have some of the numbers, but he leads in pretty important categories. His efficient completion percentage. He also runs pretty well. We're not going to put that guy at the top of the ranks with the best odds to win MVP this year. Really? We're not going to do that. Seriously? I don't know, man. The guy's just going to get disrespected continuously. I know he's not going to put up wowzer of numbers, but he's putting up pretty good numbers. And I love reading Ruben Frank's stats in NBC Sports Philadelphia, where he just lists off the great stats of Jalen Hurts. Why in this city, not necessarily this city, nationally as well, why can't we give this guy credit ever? Ever. Like, how does he have odds below some of these guys? Seriously. It's amazing to me. Amazing to me. By the way, he's also rushed in 5 times. Throws just one of the most beautiful deep balls in the National Football League. And somehow this guy's odds are just not even close to the top. Not even close. Mahomes, Allen, May, Baker, Stafford, Goff, Taylor, Jones, Love. 9 guys are ahead of him. Crazy to me. That's insane. Insanity. It is what it is. A guy, if he wins another Super Bowl MVP, who cares? They get another ring out of it. Who cares? But I just figured I'd point that out there. So, you know, it is what it is. They can keep disrespecting him. But all in all, solid win, bounce back win for the Eagles yesterday. They get the ground game running and going with Saquon, with Tank Bigsby. They got Devontae involved. Go Dart on National Tight Ends Day. He gets a touchdown. So you love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Birds find a way to win. 6-2 on the year. They head into the bye week this week into the bye. So I like where the Eagles are at. I think now it's looking good, barring anything crazy after their 38-20 win. Could they be the first NFC East team to win back-to-back titles in 20 plus years? Looking pretty good right now. Dallas, they're right. They're 3-4. Washington, 3-4. Giants, 2-6. Looks good to me, barring anything nuts. But listen, after that disaster of a Thursday night a couple of weeks ago, Orion Kirkering airmailing it, Eagles getting beat by the Giants, Flyers losing simultaneously with the Phillies. Let's have some fun. You know, let's have some fun. Sixers start 3-0. Eagles head in the bye 6-2. Flyers have been playing good hockey as of late. Phillies, there's drama over there. I don't think Bryce is going anywhere, but he had some fascinating comments. I'll get into that later on. But tonight we celebrate. Birds win yesterday. Sixers. I'm gonna put the graph. Can I put the banner back up? Yeah, there it is. Sixers are 3-0. That's the big story after tonight. Sixers are 3-0. That's it. Can they go 4-0? They get the second game of a back-to-back against Washington on the road, so they're on their way. Be traveling, getting out of here. Play the Wizards, and on Friday, they get the prime game, NBA Cup action, Boston Celtics, 76ers at home, Halloween game for the 76ers. I'll be locked in and dialed to that. Maybe I'll go. I don't know. We'll see. If you want to catch me again, I will also be filling in on 97.3 ESPN for the Locker Room, Billy Schweim, on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be the lead host, filling in for Billy. He's getting surgery. Wish him a successful surgery and health as he recovers later on in the week when he gets that surgery, starts his recovery. So I will be filling in Saturday and Sunday on 97.3 ESPN. So Sixers, once again, 3-0. They win tonight, 136-124 over the Orlando Magic. Great win by the 76ers. They look good, man. VJ Edgecombe is the savior. Most people, I think, would agree with that as of right now. They'd agree with that. He was fantastic. Tyrese Maxey, 43 points in the victory. That'll do it. I'm going to bed happy because I don't want to watch Monday Night Football and see Patrick Mahomes. I saw the notification come up on my phone. I was really pissed off. That pissed me off because it was such a good night. Bet hit, parlay hit, Sixers win, 3-0. Maxey was ridiculous. Edgecombe is flying all over the court, and my damn fantasy team lost tonight. Sucks. It's all right. We're going to take the wins where we can get them. All right. That'll do it for Nernshaw Radio tonight. Remember, follow on all the socials at Nernshaw Radio, X, Instagram, TikTok, also on Facebook as well. BFA live stream, BFA Sports on YouTube, BFA Sports on all the social platforms. Make sure to subscribe. Also subscribe to Nernshaw Radio as well. This podcast and this stream is powered by BFA Sports, Nernshaw Radio, all the socials. We will talk to you next time. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. The Sixers are back, baby. I'm using the B word. The Sixers are back. Peace.